Ooh-wee. And after promising myself that I would actually try and record this during the mornings rather than the evenings when it's late at night and I'm a little bit tired, I'm still recording at night when I'm a little bit tired. Hooray! Welcome to day 88. Wow, that's actually a very lucky number in Chinese numerology. Is it numerology or is it numastronomy? That's not a word. Numastronomy is not a word. Let's make it a word, but let's not make it a word. Day 88 of the 100 Days of Narration Challenge. This week being bad reviews week. Being bad reviews of bad things, bad reviews of good things, or good reviews of bad things. Something bad is happening, and those things could be movies, games, anime, books, and not music, because I don't know anything about music. And today's review is going to be a review of Daikatana. Daikatana, one of the most infamously terrible games of all time. Time has not looked kindly on this particular game. I tried playing it recently because good old games, GOG.com decided to sell it, and I thought, wow, really? You got it running on Windows 7? Awesome. I'll give it a shot. And I gave it a shot, and yeah. Wow. It has not aged well. It wasn't a very particularly great game when it was launched, but it's even less of a great game now, and that's wonderful and terrible at the same time. So yeah, I'm reading the review for Daikatana from the August 2000 issue from Computer Gaming World, which you may recall several weeks back I actually read a preview of Daikatana from, which was done in June 1997. June 1997 of the Computer Gaming World. I think that's right. Well, it's 97 or something anyway, where they wrote great glowing praises onto the name of Daikatana and John Romero. And then 3 years later, they realized, no, the game is not great. It's not a great game. It's a rather terrible game when you come down to it. Yeah, rather terrible. So let's just get to it because it's quite a long. Well, it's a 2-page review, so that's quite hefty indeed. So let's have a look here, shall we? Daikatana, reviewed by Robert Coffey, who I don't think was the same person who did the Daikatana preview. At least I don't think so anyway. And I've never read reviews by him before, I think. I'm not sure. I have trouble remembering all the different reviewers for this magazine. But yeah, let's have a look, shall we? Okay, Daikatana reviewed by Robert Coffey. I played Daikatana and my brain still hurts. Yep, it stinks. That's the sort of the headline for this particular review. And then we get the review itself. Careening wildly through the vast middle ground between agony and brain-pulping frustration, Daikatana is a case study in how to botch a game. Meaningless weapons, bad monsters, excruciating cutscenes, painfully broken AI. Man alive, has there ever been a game where virtually every crucial design decision was as wrong as the choices in this game? Even more frustrating, there are some brief, fleeting moments when Daikatana actually flirts with fun. But playing this game for those few precious moments is akin to eating your way through a dump truck full of dead mice for the $20 bill buried at the bottom. And that's a great, great analogy, and we should be all using that. We should all be using that. We should all be using that. Akin to eating your way through a dump truck full of dead mice for the $20 bill buried at the bottom. We should all be using that. We should all be using that phrase in some form or another, and pay tribute to Robert Coffey for making that particular analogy. That wonderful, wonderful analogy. I still use it sometimes here and there, or at least I try to remember to use it, and then I forget to use it. Well, that's so I'm not using it at all. Huh. Well, whatever. New headline here, new section. It starts bad and gets worse. Daikatana has a story buried in it somewhere, something about a magical time-traveling sword and some evil guy using it for nefarious ends and some other stuff, but odds are you won't follow it. Not that the game fails to devote time to the story. No, the game devotes too much time to the plot, spelling it out in the most tedious cutscenes imaginable. Unbearably long and wordy, the cutscenes are the epitome of the 3D model standing around bobbing its head at another 3D model bobbing its head. School of Storytelling. School of Storytelling. An irritating series of swooping camera pans futilely tries to inject life into these stillborn dramas. And I actually remember several of the NPCs in the game, they're they have super detailed textures wrapped around a cube for their head. Or a cylinder for a head. It's and it's not even meant to be done in a joking way. It's I'm supposed to take this character seriously, the character with the lowest number of polygons possible to create a three-dimensional object. Yes, I'm totally immersed in the atmosphere. Totally immersed. Anyway, keep on going. Immediately after the opening movie comes the definitive Daikatana moment. A moment you'll relive. Try that again. Immediately after the opening movie comes the definitive Daikatana moment. A moment you'll relive hundreds of times throughout the game. You mutter, "What were they thinking?" The game is carved up into 4 separate episodes, taking place in 4 time periods, and the execrable, execrable, something to do with excrement. Execrable? Execrable? Execrable. 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 I'm just gonna go with execrable. Execrable first episode set in 2455 Japan, brazenly throws down a gauntlet daring you not to uninstall the game. Drenched from the first second in god-awful puke green, Daikatana wastes no time besetting you with the worst first levels... let's try that again. Drenched from the first second in a god-awful puke green, Daikatana wastes no time besetting you with the worst first-level enemies ever, a robotic frog and his buddy Robo Mosquito. Almost impossible to see as you tromp through the stereotypical sewers, the poisonous froginators are as fun as a cold sore, and the hideous buzzing of the mosquitoes stays with you even after they've left the game. That persistent buzzing is the sound your brain makes as it desperately tries to slither out the back of your skull, and it is really quite annoying. If you have seen any videos of Daikatana, and it's usually just the first level because most people just cannot get past that. It is so seriously God. Even with the patches to remove the I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna say, but basically this game needed patches to remove some of the more annoying aspects. But unfortunately the sound design wasn't one of them. Instead you got the mosquito That's my imitation of what the mosquitoes sound like. It's oh god, the sound design was awful. The music was pretty good though. I did like the music for Daikatana. That was the one saving grace of the game. Anyway, moving on to the review. In fact, the first level monsters that appear in every time-traveling episode, be it ancient Greece or futuristic San Francisco, underscore the paucity, P-A-U-C-I-T-Y, paucity, the paucity of vision that lies at the core of the game. Poisonous spiders, poisonous robo-frogs, poisonous rats, and non-poisonous rats. Does it get any more uninspired than that? Most of the other monsters are equally annoying / lame. rock-throwing prison inmates, a griffin that moves like a floating cow, poisons, and a sewage-tossing robot that gibbs with the earth-shattering sound of a frying pan beating a skillet to death. And yes, the sound design is in fact that horrible. Who did the sound design? It's just like I'll make the sounds as distinctive as and loud as possible because that's what people are expecting in action games like boom and clang 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 clang. And every sound is obnoxious. Everything is incredibly obnoxious. It's actually a little bit amazing that someone could fail sound design so badly, except for the music, which again I enjoy the music. But if you ever find the soundtrack for Daikatana, it's worth listening to. It's worth listening to. Anyway, oh god, we're never gonna get this review down. Okay, next section of the review is Life Out of Balance. There are 6 weapons for every episode, along with the eponymous Daikatana. Almost all of these 25 weapons suck. It's not that they're so bad, per se. Some are pretty cool, like the staff you get in the medieval episode that summons an enemy-smashing demon, but they are, by and large, useless. You can get through most every level by leaning on your Daikatana and the episode's default weapon. Nothing screams fun like a moot arsenal. Worst, the final episode features the same pistol, shotgun, chain gun, death ray combo that's been done a million times before. I'm not sure if that's still applicable for today's first-person shooters, but yeah, there was a time when that was like the default weapon set. You got your default pistol, then you had your shotgun, and then you got your chain gun, your fast shooting gun, and then your death ray kind of thing, and then maybe you got a BFG 9000 or something like that. But that used to be the kind of weapon setup that you had, mainly because of Doom. Doom had that. Yeah. So, whereas the final episode features the same pistol, shotgun, chain gun, death ray combo that's been done a zillion times before, the best weapon is the Daikatana. It racks up experience with every kill it makes and grows more devastating throughout the game. Unfortunately, by the end of the game, it's way too powerful and much of the game's challenge is lost. Such game imbalance permeates Daikatana. The monsters in the first episode are way too powerful, and the levels are way too cramped to give you much chance of survival. If you do survive, the ability to apply earned experience to enhance character skills like attack, power, and speed, while initially cool, steadily tips the scales decidedly in your favor. By the last episode, nothing can touch you. Whee! In fact, one of the largest challenges in the game is dealing with the unmitigated snow shovel full of crap that is Daikatana's save game system. I don't know why I said save. Save, cave, they rhyme, and they look like the same thing, and in some cases a C can be pronounced as a S, so that's no excuse. I'm sorry, everyone. Back again. In fact, one of the largest challenges in the game is dealing with the unmitigated snow shovel full of crap that is Daikatana's save game system. The game autosaves with every level change, but the mid-level saves are dependent upon your finding save gems and burning up one with every save. Yes, they tried to put the save gem feature in a first-person shooter. Although, now that I think about it, most first-person shooters these days, especially on consoles, almost exclusively rely on autosaves and not the manual saves by the player. So, wow, it's actually a little bit prescient, actually, when you think about it. I mean, when was the last time you did a manual save in a first-person shooter? Probably. That's probably. I mean, I do it all the time, but mainly because I do play games which do that. And then I realized, wait, no, Bioshock Infinite didn't have that at all. It was all autosaves. My God, this is a horrible future we live in. A future decided by Daikatana. Daikatana, how could you? You've given us a horrible future where we can't even save without using save... Well, not save crystals, but still autosaves. And no manual saves. Anyway, the game autosaves with every level change, but mid-level saves are dependent upon your finding save gems and burning one up with every save. You can only carry up to 3. The early tough levels have very few. They're sometimes hidden in secret areas, and they're placed badly in terms of combat sequences. This was actually patched out in later patches because they realized, wait, this is a horrible feature. Why did we not test this with people before releasing it? But no, John Romero thought it was a great idea. It was a great, awesome idea to have that feature. With a number of potentially lethal jumping sequences and some scripted events that you can only discover through frustrating trial and error, the inability to save anywhere is damnably inexcusable. It's as if John Romero forgot all about Quake 2. Quake. Doom. And there's my burp for about 1 burp per session of entry of 100 days of 100 Days of Narration. Try that sentence again. It's as if John Romero forgot all about Quake 2, Quake Doom, and virtually every other shooter in the frickin' universe. And then we get to another section. Oh, I should probably just read the captions for the various pictures we got around here while I have you at my disposal, at my mercy. Okay, now we have some screenshots of the Greek levels, which were actually almost fun. I mean, there were huge, big, open levels that allowed you to cut loose with the weapons, and they went. You want tight corridors that you were shuffled through. Oh my God, Daikatana did predict the future of first-person shooters where everything was going down a narrow corridor. Anyway, and in the Greek levels, the caption is, "The bright spot, striking architecture, good enemies, and solid level design make most of the Greek episode fairly enjoyable." And also, you got a discus. In fact, you could pick up multiple discuses. I think it was you could pick up 5 discuses and fling them around, and they bounced around the level, and sooner or later they returned to you. So they were like chakras from Xena, a warrior princess. So really, I threw 5 out at once and watched them bounce around a level, killing everything in one huge chakra, massive chakra whirlwind of chakraness. Yeah, that analogy could have gone better, or something, or rather metaphor, or I don't know. And it's fun. The Greek levels were fun. Okay, and what else we got here? Oh, we got a picture of the save gem from episode 1. Jewels of the Nile. Sorry, Jewels of the Bile. Oh, I see what you did there. Here's a save gem, one of the chief culprits in creating the blacklist of hate that will grip your heart while you play Daikatana. Yeah, fortunately it was patched out, but still, if you play it unpatched, then it's... Ooh, sorry. Yes. Anyway, let's keep reading. Oh, there's just one last section left. It's Greek to me. For a brief, shining moment, Daikatana is fun, but that fun is limited only to the Grecian second episode, and only if you overlook the find the 5 keystones garbage that ties the episode together. The levels are beautiful, and the most interesting weapons are here, as are the best monsters, like the vicious flying harpies. I actually enjoyed most of Greece. But then I started dealing more with the AI-driven sidekicks, and I wanted to personally punch every Daikatana team member in the mouth. Daikatana's 2 battling sidekicks, Superfly Johnson and Mikiko Ibihara, God, those are awful names, are supposed to be one of the game's biggest selling points. In reality, these brothers-in-arms are the final 2 bullets through Daikatana's brain. A rudimentary command HUD lets you give you rudimentary command HUD lets you give basic orders to them when the HUD actually works. At times, the HUD stops operating and you're forced to use hotkeys. I can live with that. I can't live with these idiots jumping into my line of fire every time I'm attacked or shooting me in the back those times they can't cut me off. Worse, their horrible pathfinding and sorely deficient AI is forever finding new and exciting ways to screw you. Makiko single-handedly found 5 different ways to force me to reload the game at one point late in the last episode. She was so good at ruining everything, she found she could even thwart me in God mode by tumbling out of a tram. Managing the idiot sidekicks reduces Daikatana to a babysitting sim, and a bad one at that. I could go on about other sidekick deficiencies, corrupt monster AI that keeps them from attacking, lousy multiplayer, or how the game repeatedly crashed when I had to backtrack to a previous level, but you've probably got the idea by now. In spite of the briefest glimmers of promise, Daikatana isn't worth your time, your money, or the painfully bloody scalp you'll inevitably get from pulling great fistfuls of hair from your head. That sentence could have gone better. In spite of the briefest glimmers of promise, Daikatana isn't worth your time, your money, or the painfully bloody scalp you'll inevitably get from pulling great fistfuls of hair from your head. And the final review score? 1.5 stars out of 5. Pros. At times it actually tiptoes to the very edge of something fun. Cons. But most of the time it just hurts to play it. And there are some other captions and pictures here. Oh, look, we got a picture of the AI running into a wall, getting stuck in doors, and it says, "Off with her head." When your sidekick Makiko gets stuck in a doorway or repeatedly slides down a ladder she's just climbed, you'll be begging for the one feature Daikatana left out, the option to butcher your sidekicks and consume their flesh. And then we've got, we got a picture of a AI monster just standing around while we're standing in front of them with the glowing Daikatana in their face. Petting zoo. Nothing spells excitement like broken AI opponents that you walk right up, touch them, hug them, then kill them. And then, oh yes, we got a picture of the Daikatana once it's fully charged up. It actually starts glowing, which, is cool, but then at the same time, it takes up almost a third of the screen. So bisects your screen like a third of your screen is bisected. Okay, it's lifesaver or lightsaber. The fully powered up Daikatana is a great weapon, but it's so powerful it reduces enemies to little more than teeny speed bumps between you and the end of the level. And then there's a picture of I don't even know what's going on here. It looks like sparks everywhere, and you've got the annoying weapon from episode 1, the gun that shoots lasers that bounce around. Unfortunately, it usually bounces around and bounces right back at you, causing you damage, which is a wonderful design choice. Wonderful design choice. And the caption says, "Shooting your own foot. The combination of your excessive weapon effects and another 2 powerful..." Let's read that one again. Shooting your own foot. The combination of your excessive weapon effects and another 2 powerful monsters' explosive weaponry results in visuals like these. Perfect for losing your target and dying fast. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on in this. I can see your gun and the UI system, and it's just sparks everywhere. It's actually impossible to see. So, apart from the annoying sound design, it also had an annoying visual design. Yeah, everything was kind of terrible. But again, music was kind of good. Music was actually kind of good. Okay, so that was day 88 of the 100 Days of Narration Challenge, and that was the review for Daikatana from Computer Gaming World by Robert Coffey. For which issue was this? issue number 193, August 2000 of for Computer Gaming World. And that was bad. And this is Bad Reviews Week. Bad reviews of bad things, bad reviews of good things, good reviews of bad things. In this case, it was a game. That was the thing. Yeah. Day 88 of the 100 Days of Narration down. 100 Days of Narration is down. Tomorrow we're going to do day 89 and another bad review day. Hope to see you then. Hey, you seem like a cool, wonderful, and or awesome individual with impeccable taste in voice actors. So why not follow me on Facebook or Twitter? You can keep up with the latest projects I'm in, or that my friends are in, or that you could be in, because I occasionally post links to open editions to various projects that require voice acting out there, or that nobody's in, but they're interesting projects nonetheless that you may also find interesting. Also, lots of random thoughts about whatever's on my mind at that particular moment. Usually it's about food or video games, or foodie video games. Anyway, you can follow me on Facebook at OmadonVA or Twitter at Omadon. Hope to see you there.